But in this situation, this is your CTIS manifold, and you've got these valves on there. This stuff was ripped apart, some of it was missing, ends were cut off. Hey guys, welcome back to another vlog. Ryan Wilson here from Predator Inc. And today we are doing a pre-sale inspection on a couple vehicles. Both these vehicles are going up for sale here in the next couple days. We usually go through and fix a couple little minor issues here and there. We also sometimes uncover some weird stuff going on where other techs have been in there using a bunch of zip ties, holding stuff in place, shutting down the CTIS system that happened over here. So we're fixing a bunch of little stuff like that, making it 100%, and they're coming up for sale here shortly. So come on up to the front. Go over some of these trucks and what we're doing. Over here, we've got a 2002 H1 Duramax conversion, and we did this conversion, I wanna say about 4 years ago or so, and the owners of it did some extensive driving back and forth across the country, and then we got it certified through CARB. So what that means is it makes it 50 state compliant, but most importantly, it has this CARB sticker. Check this out. On the door jamb, it's got this sticker right here. And what that does for you is it allows you to get this truck fully smogged. Literally the smog tech's gonna come up and scan this barcode right here, and then they know exactly what to test for, runs it through the computer system, they do the smog test, and you're good to go. Huge advantage with this truck because it does have that CARB compliancy on it. And what that means is, besides getting the sticker, that's the end result, but the process to get that is pretty extensive. What we have to do is meet strict compliancy with CARB to make sure that the engine is done 100% meeting all CARB compliancy regulations, smog regulations, EPA regulations. And once all that's done, then it goes through an inspection process. And thanks for the lights, Tommy. Oh, Cheeto. That's Cheeto. Cheeto over there. Welcome back, Cheeto. Cheeto took like a week and a half off, so now he's got a ton of work for himself. But
so you're missing your two best assets here, myself and Cheeto.
No, one. Yeah, Jason left for a few days, which is kind of nice. It was like a vacation for all of us. Cheeto unfortunately didn't know you were going on vacation because he probably still would have worked. He was actually taking his vacation to get away from you. Anyways, once all of that is 100% on our side mechanically, all the computer systems are correct, then it goes to an inspection. And in this inspection process, there's cameras set up that tie in with Sacramento. Sacramento actually reviews every aspect of this converted truck. And then it also ties into a computer system, goes across the internet up to them, and they can actually see what's going on with the computer system and see all the service numbers that are on there, and ultimately all the programming that's in this truck to verify it is 100% EPA, CARB legal, and ready to go. Once that's done, then they apply the sticker for us. Very extensive process. It's really difficult to do it after the fact, but we can do it. So let's pop the hood. I want to show you the engine on this guy. So we're underneath the hood now and doing the full inspection. We actually just wrapped up the inspection on this truck. Found a couple seals that were bad. There was a geared hub seal that was bad on it, and then also some weird sound coming from the rear end, which turned out to be a half shaft that was going out. So I replaced that guy. It is dialed now. So we also run a full computer diagnostic on the truck to make sure there's no ghost codes on there or check engine lights present or may have popped at one point to potentially indicate that there's a problem coming up in the future. So went through all of that. It's 100% dialed, checked the flow rates on the injectors. Everything is just mechanically ready to go. One of the other areas that we look at is the inside. So we go through everything on the inside, make sure all the window switches work, all the lights work properly. Obviously the HVAC control system operates properly and you have cold air and heat coming out. And then obviously all of the gauges and functionality inside the truck. Now this one has a couple cool upgrades on the inside. We'll get into that in another vlog once we post the truck. but wanted to show you kind of what we go through on some of these trucks. Cool, this is a 2002 H1 wagon, Duramax conversion on it, and it's got 58,000 miles on it. But what's sitting right behind you is a 2001 with 68,000 miles, which is kind of ironic, 1 year off and 10,000 miles more. So a little bit different truck over here, so let's take a look at that one. Standing in front of the 2001 H1 Hummer Duramax conversion, 68,000 miles, primarily owned in Southern California, and clearly a garage kept truck. It's very, very clean. You get underneath the truck, there's no rust on it. The frame is super clean. This truck looks like it's been sitting in the garage for many, many years, although it hasn't because it has 68,000 miles, but that's also an indication of a Southern California truck with most of its miles being driven in San Diego area. We're actually going through right now and fixing some of the weird stuff that happened. Jared's on it right now. If you didn't know, Jared's from Vista. He wears a Vista hat because that's where he came from.
Vista. When asks me where I'm from, I don't say San Diego, I say I'm from Vista.
B-Town?
B-Town.
We're actually, all three of us are from B-Town.
Yeah, Vista High School.
Vista High alumni.
I think he was like, yeah. I think he was like rated as one of the worst high schools in San Diego, right? Way to go, Vista. Okay, so Jared's actually working on the CTIS system, but there's some funky stuff that happens. Techs get in there, they don't know how to operate it or actually work on these trucks. In fact, we just had a truck over here. We're scanning it and we see a check engine light, but there's no check engine light on the dash. We're like, oh, this dash or this gauge is completely out or the light's out, something's wrong. It turns out there was a couple layers of black electrical tape covering over the bulb itself or the check engine light. But in this situation, this is your CTIS manifold and you've got these valves on there. This stuff was ripped apart, some of it was missing, ends were cut off, broken bolts. So we're gonna extract some bolts here. It just takes a lot of time to get it dialed and brought back to life. But this truck did come in without CTIS working on it. So we'll probably spend a couple days kind of cleaning up all these components and parts, getting it ready to go. Dude, the friggin' hand signals are killing me. Yeah. Go that way.
Hey, wait a minute.
That way.
What is up with
Dude,
highlighting your hair?
No.
Is that sunning?
I surf every single day. This morning I like threw some gel in and walked out and I looked in the mirror and I was like, damn it, I look like Trump. Like I almost have like the Trump comb over. Yeah, you're all, do you have a comb over going? Toupee comb over?
Toupee on this morning?
Yeah, and I look in there and I was like, wow, it's kind of orange, isn't it? Onward, Jason, stay focused, stay focused.
I am staying focused. It's
so,
kind of hard though with your toupee.
This is where the CTIS system is right here. All of this stuff was gutted. There was literally nothing here. So we're going through and fixing all of it, getting it back sorted and brought back to life. So the CTIS system, which is one of the most important features on this truck, in my opinion, it has central tire inflation, meaning you can inflate and deflate on the go. And there's very few vehicles in the world that have that. So it really needs to be on here, especially when you pull up next to a Jeeper and you don't have CTIS on there. I mean, they're kind of laughing at you. So anyways, Duramax converted truck, going through all the wiring on here. Again, same as the 2002. Make sure everything's 100%, scanning it, getting it dialed. There was also some ABS codes that we're fixing as well. And she'll be up online here for sale here shortly too. But the cool thing about this one, and you can really tell when a truck is garage kept, is the inside is even though it has 68,000 miles, it looks like it has like 5,000 miles on the truck. The interior is absolutely flawless. So check this out. One of the other things we go through are making sure all the gauges work. Obviously HVAC controls here work and operate properly. This is just such a clean truck when it comes to like a factory OEM stock truck that I don't suspect there's going to be much wrong with it, especially because it is such a well taken care of truck, except for that CTIS being disconnected. But we're fixing all of that. That's going to be dialed in. This mirror, that's normal, that fails over time. So that's a quick overview of our full pre-purchase inspection and inspection on these vehicles, making sure they are 100% dialed in and ready to go. All right, folks, so I hope you enjoyed kind of the process that we go through on making sure these trucks are dialed in, ready to go for a pre-sale inspection. Usually you do uncover some weird stuff going on. Somewhere at some point, someone's gotten in there and done something they shouldn't have, but usually it's pretty easily correctable. So we'll get some other vlogs out when these trucks do go online for sale, which should be in the next couple days. Until then, thanks for watching. See you guys soon. Bye-bye.